Afternoon, guys. Hope you're well. Same process ever with Mike's on either side. Just be mindful it's a Sunday embargo, so we've got a bit more to fit into the open section when you hold onto the mic. We'll set that embargo for 10:30 on Saturday evening towards the end. Start with Naz, please.
Good afternoon, Pep. Hope you're okay. Another weekend, another big game. It is Tottenham. What have you made of what Ange Postecoglou has done and his positive approach, and what are the threats they bring tomorrow?
He's a stamp. He's already there. So in a period of short time, even the games that didn't win lately, I'm impressed how good many things they do, and how many chances they create, and how aggressive in all departments. So he came here and nothing. In a few months, you recognize perfectly his team.
Are you surprised by his sort of positive approach and how he's adapted so quickly to the Premier League?
Every manager or every team plays for the desire for the manager. So and he has done in the past, I think in Japan, and of course in Glasgow with Celtic, and now. So, and I think he make a football a better place, persons like Ange. So because his teams is, I'm manager, I said many times, but at the same time I'm a spectator. And I enjoy a lot watching them play, the approach they have, and I think all the Spurs fans and the people in England can admit that the impact has been quick and really good.
Just finally from me, in terms of, in the past, people talked about a top 4, a top 6, but with teams like Tottenham, Brighton, Aston Villa, Newcastle all progressing, is it a case now that we've got a top 8 or a top 10, and how hard does that make winning the Premier League each year as that happens?
It's a more difficult competition to win, and every season, I said as well many times, every season is getting better. So more teams involved, and every single game is so difficult. And I would say since arrived, when Pochettino was in Tottenham, always Spurs has been there, up there, all the time. So there's a fantastic, fantastic team. So of course they had important absence, but a part of that, I saw the first 20 minutes against Aston Villa. And they create, I don't know, amount of chances, and especially the way in the approach. So it's really good for football, definitely.
Hi, Pep. You're talking there about the Tottenham's injuries that they're suffering at the moment in the Aston Villa game. I mean, do you expect Ange Postecoglou to come here on Sunday and attack and play that attacking style, or do you think he'll change for obviously a huge game against yourselves?
To ask you if he's going to change because play against us? Absolutely not. This is not going to happen. We'll be surprised, but I remember I met just once in I don't know, 3 or 4, I don't know, pre-seasons ago when we were in Japan. We played against Yokohama, a team of the group, and Ange was there, the manager, and I saw some clips before, some games before we started pre-season. It was the first or second pre-season game, and I said, wow, there are things that I like it. And I said to the players, so the more I have to be, I know we are not ready because we are in pre-season, they were in competition, but the more we're going to face a good team with challenges, intense build-up, how intense is high pressing, how use the keeper to make the process. And it was that true. We won because all respect for Yokohama players, so we had better players. But I realized it's the first time I met him, and since then I follow him and how good I've done in Glasgow with Celtic, winning trebles and winning a lot of games, and now look, in short time is there.
And we see how your team is one of the standout attacks in the Premier League. So do we expect a lot of goals on Sunday at both ends maybe?
I encourage our fans to come to the stadium because we will have fun.
Pep, Ange has clearly made a really good start at Tottenham until the last few weeks. You've been through that experience. How difficult is it to challenge in the Premier League in your first season when you're still trying to get your ideas across?
I'm not the right person to give advices to my colleagues. They know perfectly what they have to do, the reality they face. if you ask me, they dropped the way they play and the games they lost, I would say no. It's quite similar that when they were winning. But of course, when Maddison play or not play, it's different. When Romero and his partner is not playing, it's different, of course, because our job is, it depends of the players. But if you tell me if they drop something, if they are adapt something or just something, what I saw, no.
In terms of, excuse me, you've qualified from your Champions League group as top of the group with a game to spare. It's 10 seasons consecutively Manchester City have got out of the group now. Other English clubs can't seem to find that level of consistency, even qualify, never mind getting out of the group. How have you managed to maintain those high levels over such a long period?
Many people involved to that. Many people. Since the hierarchy up top, CEOs, sport directors, all the people working, they push each other to do it. It's not, that is a reality. People say, no, yeah, but this group was so easy. So when I hear that, how people cannot respect young boys or Red Star would not even said one game of them, but with 10 seasons, you face other type of groups, other type of teams, and we've done it, and we are able to go through it because, yeah, we have done it really, really well. So I'm really pleased for that. I'm really, really pleased that many players, teams, managers are involved in that. So it's really, really good.
Hi, Pep. Just ask about Kyle Walker. Obviously, he got the captaincy at the start of the season, up against his old club. How much has he impressed you since he became captain?
Well, he's the same guy. Was involved before, wasn't captain. Now the players decide to pick him. So, yeah, as always, Kyle is the same. And now have a little more responsibility, of course, because when there's some problems in the locker room or whatever, he with his vice captains tend to solve it. And, yeah, I'm really, really pleased about what he's doing.
He was made England captain during the international break as well. Was that deserved? Is he a natural leader?
I'm pretty sure he will be happy. So he was born in this country and represent your country for the arm. So it's so nice, you know that. So I think Harry Kane is the captain, but of course he's already not a young lad anymore. So he's more than 30 years old and a lot of experiences, a lot of titles and experiences, and that's why he can show it for the rest of the people.
Hi Pep, how's John doing? Do you think he
Much better, yeah. It's close, really close to come back.
Is he in contention to start maybe?
Will be with us, I don't know, with doctors, physios, but we'll be there, yeah.
And with Mateus and Matteo?
Matteo is already, I think, back. Yes, training well, and Mateus is tell us always weeks, days.
Hi Pep, just excuse me, going back to that game in Japan in 2019, I remember you saying after the match that Yokohama played some incredible football. What exactly was it about that style of play that you like?
Courage, high line in the halfway, and so aggressive. It doesn't matter who jams with the ball. A lot of combinations. Use the keeper for the build-up, and when arrive in the sides, incredible runners for everywhere. So dynamic. It doesn't matter. We play against, I go to do my game, yeah, and after it happened in Glasgow, and now in a short time it's doing here. So I know they lost the last games, but you see how they play. I said, okay, let me see the last games, what happened, why they lost. I see a lot of similarities when they were winning game. So the same. So, but football is like that. Sometimes you have 2 red cards against Chelsea. Sometimes you have a bad moments, but the moments you start and the dynamic they have until the end is always positive, always.
And when you spoke to him away from the match, what was he like?
Yeah, I was away. It was in his home. He took care of me really well. He didn't offer me a glass of wine, but it was fine. It was fine.
So, hi Pep. A few weeks ago after a game Ange Postecoglou was asked about his tactics, and he was joking a bit, but he said, "I'm just copying Pep." And as I say, he wasn't being 100% serious, but when you watch his teams and his tactics, do you feel that you see quite a lot of your ideas as well?
It was a joke. You said perfectly. It was a joke.
But I mean, you mentioned that the high line, the inverted fullback.
Belongs. I'm not the only person when I was born to become a manager that played the high line. So belongs to absolutely him. So because I would say that sometimes my fullbacks go inside, but their fullbacks go to the pockets. They're attacking midfielders. So I never seen before. So I never used that. So belongs absolutely to him. And it's a question for him anyway.
Pep, looking back, when you called Spurs the Harry Kane team, did you think in now that your view has changed of that they were the Harry Kane team, and do you think Son has a different kind of dangerous aspect to him, but equally dangerous?
No, I want to do the same mistake. Otherwise, my callers are angry with me. So, and I don't want that. Of what I said before in the first answer. So you see his team and said, okay, the influence in the manager is there. Comparing in the past, or every manager, you see Antonio Conte, Tottenham, Spurs. You see he's a stamp, play how he wants. And I'm not saying he's better than the other ones, but with the way I do it, maybe because I have long preseason, or I have one game a week, have a lot of time to to prepare the team, but he's there for the day one, for the team, for the first game of the Premier League. We play in Brentford and the games at home. There, I had the feeling it doesn't matter result, it doesn't matter the opponent, home, away, they do what they have to do. That's why I like that. I think that is so incredible advert for our game, for our sport. When two teams, they won, doesn't matter what happen, I do my game, I go forward, and to happen, always there are nice things to watch, all the time. It's impossible to see interesting game where both teams, they want to try to do it. And and we saw it immediately.
Okay, set the embargo for 10:30 on Saturday evening.